Hello guys, I am Matt, joined by David, and this is Livewire. In today's video, we will be looking further into the Warborn faction, and more specifically the Raider class, speculating as to what we can expect from their playstyle, armour and weapons, as well as some of their key features and abilities.
So as we know, the Warborn are modelled after the Norse Vikings. These Germanic Norse seafarers raided and traded from their Scandinavian homelands across wild areas of northern and central Europe. In popular culture, these warriors are often depicted with horned helmets and long grizzly beards. Now, whilst the menacing and manly beards might have been typical for a Viking, the horned helmets certainly were not. So we're sorry, but I don't think we'll be seeing them in the game, given the fact that For Honor is attempting to be as authentic as possible with their armour and weaponry. So I guess the question is, what armour and weaponry will the Warborn actually have in the game?
As you can see here, they will likely sport livery attire, which is already a change from the heavy plate-wearing knights of the Legion. They also have fur in some places, which is a nod to their chillier climate. Although the horned helmets don't make it in, they still have a stylised helm to suit the Legacy's fantasy. The helmet actually reminds me of the Rohan helms in Lord of the Rings.
The Warborn will also use small round shields similar to what they would have sported in real life, used for blocking incoming enemy attacks. Their primary weapon, however, is a short sword, described as a gladius by developers for hacking enemies. I really hope that they do include a large kind of battle axe. I've seen some of the comments saying that that'd be a cool idea. I also agree with that, and there's also the suggestion of dual axes as well. That'd be pretty epic. So yeah.
The Warborn also feature warpaint, giving off that ferocious feel again, and with the confirmation that customization options for armour will be in game, it is highly likely that we will be able to pick and choose our own styles and perhaps colours of warpaint to feature on our warrior and his weapons and armour. Now that we've taken a look at what these Raiders of the Warborn faction will look like, how can we expect them to play in game?
Well, we've seen with the Knight of the Legions that they are slow but powerful. They lumber around in heavy plated armour and decapitate and dismember their foes with their giant longsword. The Samurai, on the other hand, use swift, disciplined strikes to eviscerate enemies, dispatching them with sudden attacks. To allow them to do this, they have much lighter armour than the Legions though, so if caught off guard or forced to fight against a good knight who blocks well, they could be in for a little bit of trouble.
We believe that the Warborn playstyle will fall somewhere in between. They will use their natural strength and power to hack away at enemies with big, brutish swings, but given the fact that they have lighter armour than the knights, they will also be able to strike more quickly. The Warborn are also adorned with a round shield, so most of their defense will be down to the mastery of the shield. Players will have to block those incoming sudden or powerful hits, and quickly counter with powerful strikes of their own.
Okay, so we know so far that the different classes also gain different abilities in For Honor as the battle progresses. A quick example is how the Chosen have access to a storm of arrows to rain down on the enemy team. But what three abilities will the Warborn have access to? So far there's not much information on the Warborn abilities and it's all kind of speculating at the minute, but we'd love to hear your comments in the comment section below, so you drop a little comment and we'll be sure to reply. We hope to get a lot of information from E3 and Gamescom, where more gameplay might be revealed as well as the abilities for all the classes. We will be providing all the news that we can bring to you during that time period. And who knows, maybe we will actually finally get a release date for Honor.
An idea that we have come up with would be something like Norse Strength, which would allow you to hit with more vigour for a time, so your attacks could break enemy parries, leaving them more vulnerable. With the Chosen having the ability Kunai, which is essentially a throwing dagger for quick ranged attacks, we believe that some sort of throwing axes for the Warborn would be a balanced ability to have in game, and would work the same to the Chosen attack, to deal significant or fatal damage to an enemy, or even to break a defensive stance.
Another idea that would be awesome would be a war banner. For example, if you plant it down, perhaps more Warborn warriors would join the fight, and I suppose this could be used to counter enemy area of effect abilities really well, such as the Knight siege weapons or the previously mentioned Chosen arrow attack. Any NPC units that died to these attacks could be immediately respawned, and if those enemies don't use those attacks, it could still mean more troops for your battle that would cause a problem for enemy players.
This is just a short look at the Warborn Raider class, and we hope to bring you a lot more Warborn videos in the future as more news is released.
Tell us in the comments below what news you're most hoping to see from For Honor in the future, for example from E3, and again let us know all your ideas for the Warborn abilities. Until next time then, I have been David.
And I have been Matt, and we will see you later. Hope you enjoyed the video guys. You can check out all the For Honor coverage on the channel by clicking here. Or, you can click here to see our coverage on the upcoming Ghost Recon Wildlands.